And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Samaje Perine denied on 4th down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
What down? 180.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I got it. Check.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 6-yard line. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
We're good. 280.
They'll run with Cook. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Express. Banjo.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing. And as a player, that means an awful lot.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. To throw his car. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Carr. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the screen.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Win championships, baby. Hey, alert 3, alert 9.
Now Carr. This is caught. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Well, see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Ingram denied on 4th and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand.
Ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Well, he's got some breathing room. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Here's the option going left on second down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
The linebacker, Christian Jones, there to make the stop.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what... And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Samaje Perine, his third touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
29.
Second down and goal. Carr back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Again, it's Carr. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Bears.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's caught by the UCLA product. It's Caleb Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Ready? Watch 57. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 26-yard line.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Ready, set. 50 seconds to mine. It's a party now. It's a party.
Looking to throw. Costello. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jakeem Grant in the final seconds of the first half as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First. Down Lions on a pickup of 13.
13 yards on the play. And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go,
Now a give running right, it's Cook. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Again, it's Cook. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Check. Check out.
Here's Bernard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. They'll run it here with Pirine. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On second down, Dobbins. A solid stiff arm. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Again, here's Pirine, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give the defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, and that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he is going to lose yardage here. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Bravo. Let's 57.
Throwing on first down. Costello. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. He's going to get this inside the 30.
And that's another big-time run. And it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Go. Watch twins.
On first down, Bernard. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Again, here's Bernard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now a carry for Pirine. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right? Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You got nothing today.
From the gun, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
Come on, set. That's logo. Block 54. I got you.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On third down, Costello. Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
This will be taken about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on second down. Carr. Derek Rivers able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Throwing his Carr on third down. And the pressure gets to him again. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Throwing now is Carr. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Anthony Averett picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Oh, what a juke into space. 25 yards that time.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out right. That is caught at the 7. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. They come out here in the eye. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Bears, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.